Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in. Woohoo! Yeah! All right. We're killing it. That's right. Dominique, what is today?
Woo! It is birthday day.
Yeah! Laura Arcodia, what day is it?
It's birthday day, the 5th birthday.
Yeah! Dr. D!
It's Kwanzaa. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong year. 5? Seriously?
Yeah.
Unless it was a leap year, in which case year 1 plus maybe a quarter of a year.
Yeah, funny. No. I thought you'd know when you got a big birthday cake in front of you. Beverly!
Unbelievable.
Nothing but cakes. Put your hands together.
The
But
Homer
she's so
drool
sweet.
is in full swing here today.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sure Patricia Braggs is going to be taking care of us. She said she might want to be
stuff.
stopping in
Yeah.
later on today if she can make it. Oh
Happy
my God.
Birthday
Teen
day.
Sports Radio.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Oh
Check
my
the
goodness.
website.
Yeah, definitely.
Confetti all over the place. Do you know that Robert is going to have a hell of a time getting all that confetti out of that
seriously.
website?
You know what I love more than anything is when this idea came from Les Carroll, station manager, and he called me in one day and asked me if I wanted to participate, and 16, 17 people were going to try out for an idea, and I still didn't know where he was going with it. And he goes, I have an idea for you. And he gave me the idea for, a teen sports radio show. And I go, okay, if you think I could do something, I'll try. So, of course, I had to, my number one guy, Sal Rodriguez, had to bring him on. And then Abe Jahadami had to bring him. And then Abe brought in an amazing student. And then, as they say, the rest is history.
Oh, unbelievable.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
History.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's grown. I mean, the idea of the show, it's grown into being, partnering with the 25, 30 nonprofits, partnering with the 50, 60 businesses. And I lost count, but Dominique, how much money have we raised?
Oh, over $500,000.
Oh, man. Just incredible.
I love money.
And
I love it.
I love the process.
Yeah.
I mean, the process is so. I think everybody's in politics is always talking about transparency. This is crystal clear.
Yeah.
If you want to be a part of Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio, you want an ad on the website, or you want an ad in the program, you write a check to your favorite nonprofit that's supporting and helping the kids.
But Dr. D, I got to give the love right back to you because it wouldn't happen unless, you're doing that.
Sure, I understand.
This radio show is doing... No, it doesn't. You got to stop because all the production, what producers make to do the radio programming and stuff, and you bought into the concept and you like it. And everyone... Same thing with Robert Burrows. He bought into it. It's on all our web, everything. It doesn't charge anything. It's really good. I mean, the one... and having a place for international students, we have Laura Arcodia.
Yes. I love the 5 languages. I think it's so cool.
It's awesome.
I still remember the one episode when she was doing her hellos.
Yeah.
And she says, I've done 4. What's the 4th one? And I'm going, English.
The thing is when I and I don't know what show it was, 3 or 4 shows ago, it was about a month ago, and I'll let her tell the story, but I actually saw she was tearing because of the magic. We have 15, 20 people. You see you explain what you like about the show, Laura.
Oh, it's just incredible how people who actually have not really anything to do with the show that are here for the first time just see what's happening, and then people don't see it when they listen to the show, but they just take out their checkbooks and write a check for a nonprofit that's in the room in that moment.
Yeah.
Right.
And parents do that, or even business owners go we could try to figure out something where I could give back to the community. Yeah. And it's just so selfless that it's overwhelming.
And I think, too, there's been one observation, and I need to clear up for someone I was talking with the other day, saying, well, she has so many adults. Where are all the kids? Well, whether they're adults or not, and we do. I mean, this place gets packed with cheerleaders and hockey players and polo players and on and on and on. When the adults come in, they're a part of supporting the youth, and that's the biggest connection of all. So what you're talking about is a big deal. Yeah. Who do we have coming up on this big birthday celebration?
Dominique, you want to start?
Well, I just really enjoyed, it wasn't actually on a show, but it was an interview that you did, Erica, with the Baron.
Oh, you're so funny.
You and Dr. D.
Yeah, that was fun.
Priceless. A priceless explanation of how Teen Sports Radio got started. And yeah, that's where I think we got to start.
That's nice. Do you want to just say about what the whole show's going to be about, or you want to go
Let's
segment by
just
segment?
go ahead and tell
Laura,
people what's going on.
What did you like, Laura?
So, what I really liked was actually a show I was not on, but it was the first show I listened to from Teen Sports Radio before when you asked me if I wanted to be a co-host. And it was about this group of Boy Scouts. It was a Boy Scout segment with Ben and Bishop, and there was this little boy, Eric Wang, that was writing poetry. And
I remember that one. That was awesome.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like the funniest one for me was Steve Heinze, and I had no idea he was who he was. I mean, he's a professional hockey player from the Kings. He started up Ice in Paradise, and because we walk in, we're so spontaneous. We just have our co-hosts bring in co-hosts. It's unscripted. It's live. It's wonderful. And then I just love that whole segment. So we're going to have that. And Dr. D, how are we going to close the show?
Of course, Bill Pintard.
Oh,
Baseball.
yeah, baby.
Championship win.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
All right. So you want to get to all that?
Let's roll it.
All right. All right, Santa Barbara. Stay tuned for more.
Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, I could go to
Turned on to a new song here. Makes me happy. I don't know about you. Hey. Talk about happy. Back in the old days of rock and roll around the country, I don't know if you ever noticed this. They would tell their announcers, their top 40 DJs, to smile while they're talking because you can hear a smile. Hey, groovy group. We called it puking.
Oh, God.
We're puking. Here we are with Pharrell Williams and his orchestra. And the pick to click of the week for crazy Erica Salda.
Good morning, Baron.
I feel like a kid again. I feel like
How
I
are you?
just ran the mile outside on the track team. You have them all in here. I don't know how. Is it a never-ending supply?
We load them. We bus them in. We bus them in.
From where?
Well, what we do is we reach out to all the athletic directors. All of the athletic directors are on board with all the different high schools. So
the local high school, you don't bus them in from Ventura?
No,
or
we don't bus them in from Ventura.
Okay.
But I'm very blessed because you usually get a parent on board, and then they just shuffle the kids in. And then I'm so blessed because we have, for example, Andy Gill over at San Marcos, and he's a counselor coach over there. We have Steve Stoke. He's another beautiful add on to the.
Let me just interject right now in case you're wondering what we're talking about. Erica hosts Teen Sports Radio program once a week on this station, a talk show with the kids from the athletic departments,
Yes.
junior high and high school.
Yes.
Every Tuesday morning. Erica, who runs ePro Insurance.
Yes.
We'll talk about that this hour. We're going to zero in on you.
Okay.
I have yet to hear a whole show. I'm always down the hall recording.
That's okay.
But
all our shows are archived, so you
Of
can check
course.
them out
There you
on
go.
teensportsradio.com.
All right.
We all on all the social medias, YouTube, Facebook, internet. We've got it all. Twitter, you name it, we're there.
How many years now doing it?
5. Yeah.
And you were in the ePro Insurance and annuity business prior to, I assume.
Yes, but I've coached. I started off when I came up here, Baron, back in the early 80s. There's certain things in your life that change your course, and going and visiting Westmont was one of those big changes for me. I'd come up from Los Angeles going to Long Beach State, and my father actually transferred up here. He used to be the vice president of a company that's no longer here. It was called, I think it was Volpar. And the president at the time was a Westmont graduate. So he suggested to my father, after I looked at UCSB, to check out Westmont. So I went to Westmont. You just have those aha moments, and I just fell in love with the school. I was so happy, and I just knew it was way out of my parents' affordability.
Oh.
It was just out there, and I didn't know how to approach my father, and my father knew because I was just beaming. And I
Really?
remember he took me to Harry's, and I was just beaming.
Really?
And he was going to announce that night that, okay, we figured it out how you can go to Westmont. And that just really was a life changer. So,
How did you figure it out? How did he pay for it?
borrowed, Solstein did whatever he had to do. So I was very
You didn't
blessed.
trade classes for coaching or anything?
Yeah,
did you?
no,
You did?
no,
Oh, you didn't get
no,
to do
no.
that early.
No,
They didn't know.
I finished Westmont. I was blessed enough to go overseas. Finished my last semester abroad.
Overseas? Where'd
Yeah.
you go?
11 countries with their
Good
economics.
Lord.
Yeah, I have a degree in economics and business from Westmont.
Really?
Yeah, but I always, even at Westmont, even when I was in high school, before Westmont, I was born and raised in New York, moved out here in my senior year. I always tried to find, or I was always asked if I wanted to do or participate in a coaching experience. I was always asked to help, and I just love kids. So really, since high school, I've coached. And then when I graduated from Westmont, when another one of those pivotal changes, the people that come into your life, and I met Sal Rodriguez.
Who?
Sal Rodriguez.
I know him.
His name is on the building at the Goleta Boys and Girls Club.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I met him right when I graduated from Westmont, and he came up to me and he said, well, I hear you were a good basketball player and you played soccer in college. And I said, yeah, I was pretty good. And he goes, I need some coaches. And Sal doesn't know how to really ask anybody anything, and he just kind of sits there and like moves around because he's like so ADD like me.
Yeah.
So he just waited for like a response.
Adult deficit disorder.
Exactly, big time.
Have you had a chance to tell your illustrious engineer who gets on all the shows with all our guests during the week this very story?
I was going to move forward to the show and meeting, Dr. D, because
Dugan is here.
yes.
By the way, you are a
Can I
week.
put your hands together for Dr. D?
You are a week early. You know that,
Yeah, no.
Actually, a day late.
And,
or a day late.
That's
I'm
right.
still trying to figure that out.
This is hump
So,
day.
yeah.
Neither of you have seen that commercial.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
dumb
yeah.
camel have you coming down.
Come
the
on,
hall.
what day is it? Come on, you can say it. Come on, say it.
funny.
I'm guessing, and I haven't heard the show that much. Darn it, I'm going to have to go into the archives. I'm always down the hall recording, until it's over. I'm guessing that they're reserved. They're not crazy at the start. Because I remember my first sitting in a professional radio station, I was panicked.
I was petrified.
Terrified. Yeah.
I was
Maybe the very
petrified.
first show.
What?
Maybe the very first show, it was slightly reserved,
But
it
by
didn't
the end of the
last
show,
long.
she gets them exuberant and crazy.
And it
doesn't
didn't.
she?
I don't think it took by the end. We were like within the first 5 minutes. It was charged up.
Oh,
And
And every show, like it starts out that way.
how many guests do you have at any one time? Does it range?
we've had as many as 22.
Oh my gosh!
In this studio with our 3 microphones plus mine, you've had 22 people.
Oh yeah,
Youngsters.
and the mics get moved around. That's why they're on the pivots here. And okay, don't be. I have to tell them, don't be afraid to grab the mic. It's on a pivot and it's on a boom.
Right.
You're not going to break it.
Kids are just great. They're
Yeah.
so resilient and they're coachable.
coachable.
They're really
They
coachable.
wanna do this. They want
they're
sports.
excited, and we try to give them the little Teen Sports Radio chachis.
Tell them about the high school kids who've gone on to college who are now pursuing careers in communications and on air work.
We've had some great. What we do, we broke out the. It's grown organically, but I mean throughout I would say that by year 2 we started taking in teen co-hosts. And I just use it as an opportunity. This is a great college resume stuff. I mean, how many kids can say they're a teen host on a radio show? I mean, that's a differentiate. If I had, 2 like kids and they both want to go to Stanford and one has teen co-host, of a radio show.
Right.
It's just that thing. So plus you get the community service hours. So my kids went to St. Raphael's Bishop, and I just adopted this one boy, Tom Aijian. He was the very first teen co-host.
Has a great voice.
Oh God! And he's
Really?
so funny and so dry. He's at Chapman right now in film study.
What's the name of the show that he was doing?
Tom Jefferson Show.
Tom Jefferson.
And he, took his opportunity, and he was on for 3 years. He's in college. He just got back from a long trip abroad, and has his own radio show. We had another one, Leo Schneider, and he was a co-host for a long time. Another one of my just love. You just get connections to so many different. I don't know. I mean, I don't even look at a person's age because I go 9 to 99. We always talk about that. Just like, God, it's like Baron. It's like, oh, God, I know you. It's almost like a family.
Oh, you're going to have to tell me this story of the
whole
early days
DNA
growing up to
thing
me.
is
Yeah,
just like,
wow.
It's just not even there. But Leo Schneider, and then he went to Cornell,
Okay.
and he did all of the basketball. He
Okay.
commentated the basketball. So
Commented. Is it commentated?
Commentated, yeah.
yeah,
I don't think there's that.
He was a
no.
commentator.
He was commentator for the
Oh, okay,
basketball
commentator.
program over at
Interesting.
is a school. So yeah, we
So
have.
he co-hosts. He helped you. He was in here with
Oh yeah.
the youngsters.
And what I do is I have those kids get kids. So the reason why I think that this idea is a challenging opportunity for any host, but I learned with Dr. D and Sal Rodriguez to break up the show. We have so many co-hosts that I want to give shout outs to, towards the end of the program. But this is not a Dr. D thing or a me thing. This is a family thing. I mean,
Sure.
it's a KZSB AM family thing.
Spiritual thing. I believe she was using that.
They've donated the show, and they said, here, Erica, run with it. And I like the fact that it's been tried before, and it just didn't evolve to where I think it is right now. And
Right.
the reason is because of all the, we've made it a village. I want everybody, all the people that we've brought into the show, it's not like we all have coffee.
Coffee.
I like their voices. Dr. D likes their energy. And we meet, once a week. And you would think we're as tight as,
Oh, yeah. Well, and of
so
course, you got to
close.
shoehorn us into the studio most of the time. We're tight.
We're tight. But everybody gets to say they're a co-host on a radio show. So that's good for them.
We record these shows in advance because I guess the kids are never or rarely out of school. 9 o'clock in the morning would be school time if they were in here live.
Correct.
Which is okay.
Right.
Nobody cares.
But we make it as if it were live.
I'm playing my music I've never heard before again. This is a happy song with Pharrell Williams she chose as we got to take a break. Unfortunately, Mr. Engineer, my screen has a sine wave recording. Am I going to be able to go to commercials here? If I had 22 students in the studio during a 48-minute show, you know what my biggest fear would be? That I wouldn't get some kid on.
Can't happen.
Did you get all 22 of them on? You get
Always.
Some. Good for you. You're going to heaven, girl. There's no
I just
question.
love
You
kids.
went to
There's no
Westwood.
way that
All right, there you go.
We're right back. Okay.
Clap along if you know what happiness.
We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. This is too much fun. All right, Gregory, it's your show. Bring it.
Okay, so Ben, what made you? How was it creating this Boy Scout website?
So I actually didn't create the website. The website for our troop was created by our old scoutmaster, Mr. Dutcher, but he has his own website business, so he didn't have as much time to work on it. So I've loved technology. So do you know what my first birthday present was from my parents?
No.
A 25-foot orange extension cord.
That's so
I'm not
funny.
kidding. I still have it. So
How old are you?
I'm 12.
12 years old. All right. So you're 20. Okay, go ahead.
So I offered to do the troop's website, and he told me, sure, you just... So I added a new theme, vamped it up a little bit, added some new features, pictures, stuff like that. And I've been doing the website for a little over a year now.
I gotta see this. What is the website? What's the URL?
So the URL is sbtroop4.org.
Troop 4.
Yeah, sbtroop4.org.
Is it number 4 or is it written out for?
Number
four,
the
right?
number 4.
Number 4.
But it's not that good right now because recently the website crashed, so we had to add a new theme, try
I hate
and
when
fix
China
it.
gets involved. I mean, come on now, China.
Lots of
Come
people.
on.
So yeah, our website crashed, so I had to add new theme and stuff. Now it looks terrible.
That's all right.
Well, you can't have everything perfect on the first try.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. I've just been so busy after starting junior high this year, so.
Yeah. And where are you going to school? Oh, you're the homeschool too, right, Ben? No.
No, I go to Goleta Valley.
Nice. Good
There you
school.
go.
Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah.
Good. And how much time do you spend a week on this website that you're doing? It's just like a hobby, right? Or is that you get a badge for that? No. I'm just
No,
saying.
I worked on it a lot.
Should be a badge for that.
Yeah.
Our troop just did
badge.
Our troop just did the robotics merit badge, which is actually pretty cool. Mr. Dutcher led that with Mr. Bowen as well, and we have these thing called Bobots, and we got to program them and build them ourselves.
That's awesome.
So some people program theirs to when it senses a wall is there, it can turn around and make a little sound or something like that.
I foresee a future engineer. Maybe mechanical. I don't know.
You can do anything.
Yeah, I love tech stuff, so maybe start a tech.
You familiar
thing or
with the term
something.
STEM?
No, I'm not.
You're gonna hear it a lot. So when you start getting, or when you get to high school, which is actually pretty soon, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And
fun.
Yeah, so I think you're gonna have a good time in high school.
Love all those 4 things.
So what are the? Let me just say, you're welcome to come to my gym anytime you want. In fact, I'd love to have you and the boys. No charge. You just come get a workout.
Oh, thank you.
I am curious, what are the physical requirements of the Boy Scouts nowadays?
Great question.
There's really no physical requirement for Boy Scout. Actually, you either have to be 11th and going into 5th grade, or you have to come from Cub Scouts. So the youngest Eagle Scout actually lives in Santa Barbara. He got to Eagle. Who can guess what age he got to Eagle at?
16.
12.
12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
incredible.
Phenomenal. So no running requirements. You don't have to be able to jog a mile or.
No, but you do have to get the fitness merit badge to get to Eagle. It's called personal fitness.
Okay.
There's I don't remember how many Eagle required merit badges there are, but there's.
Let's just say the path of Eagle is really tricky.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's a quote for a new book, right? The book of quotes. What did you just say? The path of the
path of becoming Eagle, it's tricky. It isn't something that's just like, it comes with a lot of challenges. Getting badges, making a bunch of requirements, and of course, an Eagle Scout project.
It's a high mountain, my friend.
A mountain you will climb.
You know what? We don't even need to be here. These boys can just run this whole show all by themselves.
You just pop back in.
Serious.
You just go in and out. It's serious. It's fantastic. All right, so let's do this. How much time we got for a break, Dee? We got 4 minutes. All right, you want to introduce your next guest?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Not only I brought my friend Ben Bishop, but we also brought a friend. He's really good at writing poems. He does one for pretty much every camping trip we go to. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Eric Wang.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got to say, I was just humbled by reading your poem because Gregory's mom had emailed it to me and just wanted me to, get a taste of your gift. And I had asked her if you wanted to come out, and there's no pressure because we don't, the show is all about Santa Barbara teen athletes, just basically kids in general and all the business and all the nonprofits that support those athletes. But if you wanted to, again, no pressure. If you wanted to, Eric, if you wanted to read some of your work, we would be honored. I don't know.
Of course.
Okay, let me ask you this. How old are you?
17.
17 years old. Okay, so tell us the story. What inspired you before you put these beautiful words down on paper?
For the poem that I'll read first, it was in the climbing merit badge at a summer camp, and there's this one kid, he had a hard time with it, and it didn't look like he was going to pass, especially when he jammed his finger while climbing. So I wrote this in hopes that he would. I don't really think he did, but I still like him.
Oh.
Does he know that this poem was written about him?
No, I never got to give it to him.
Oh,
that's all right.
Well,
maybe this show might get it to him.
Yeah, you could share this. This is going to be on a podcast. Well, I think it is up on podcast. So we have the internet, we have all social media, and maybe we could just forward it to him. And this was your inspiration, and I'm just really blessed that you're going to share it. So you want to start?
Of course.
Okay.
So it's called Jammed Fingers and Jammed Ambitions.
Oh.
In you, I have believed and always will. For many people, climbing is a thrill, but when you try to fail is frightening. Your fingers jammed just don't seem right to me. It's hard to climb without you by my side, but I know with the others I'll be fine. If you believe in me and I in you, we're supposed to have the strength of pulling through and climbing over challenges we face, no matter what's the time or where's the place. But now I'm not so certain of your strength to climb a wall like that of such great length. As sweet you as Isaiah really are, I'm glad I met you. I know you'll go far. But even if there's some things you can't do, I cling to hope and wish the best for you. Thanks.
Whoa, that's just...
Hey, can you please pass that Kleenex box, Dr. D?
Serious. This is awesome. Hey, let's just take a break on that. Hey, God bless you. Thank you. Don't go anywhere, okay? Thanks for sharing. This is Erica Salda. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. This is too much fun. I got to give a big shout out right now to Tommy Aijian, our very first teen co-host.
I tell you, Erica, we got to knock on a wall pretty soon. I remember when the show was 4 people.
I know.
And now it's like a stock exchange floor in here. Everyone's crammed in here yelling.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, it's great.
I love it.
It's very your energy.
I know. Well, so tell me what's going on with Tommy. Huh?
Well, I'm back. Am I not talking yet? Okay. Yeah, I'm back in town for just a couple days. I'm going on semester at sea pretty soon. So some kids will study abroad in one country. Semester at sea affords you the opportunity to stay on a boat for 4.5 months.
Nice.
And we're going to, England, Spain, Italy, Greece. Apparently everything's 50% off in that country right now.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
You can only get $60 out a day, so yeah.
They call them cruises.
So that's perfect. But yeah, so just kind of in town for a little bit and figured I'd stop by the old stomping grounds here and see how things are going.
So, when we started this show almost 5 years ago, you were the first teen co-host. You were at Bishop. You were a junior at the time. Sophomore, junior?
Sophomore.
You were a sophomore at the time. And you really started something. So all of the teen co-hosts that we had after you, if you can go out, because we're open registration right now for more teen co-hosts.
Okay.
What kind of value is that for you? Because you have your own radio show at Chapman.
Mm-hmm. Not right now because the studying abroad thing.
Right.
But
you did.
I did, absolutely.
Okay, so like a little stroke. Well, I'm because I have self-esteem issues. You can look at me right now.
If you're considering doing this kind of thing, it looks absolutely stellar on college applications, that sort of thing. So people really like those unique-looking kind of opportunities to look at on college apps. So I'd highly suggest it, and did wonders for me.
At Chapman, what are you doing there?
Television writing and production.
Woo! Television writing and production.
That's right.
And we got to get right to it. Roddy, we've got 25 people in the house. Who did you bring today?
The place is packed.
It is.
I brought Steve Heinze, his daughter Sadie.
You got enough people to clap. All right.
And Steve Heinze is with Ice in Paradise. What is Ice in Paradise?
I don't know. Steve, what is that?
It's coming, and it's coming soon. It is the ice skating facility that you've all seen being built next to Gersh Park. That we've been raising money for quite some time and is now coming to fruition. We plan to have a soft opening in September and our grand opening in October. Ice hockey, ice skating, learn to skate.
There's going to be ice skating in September
We hope. This is construction, but that is the plan. Yeah,
we're in a drought. Where are you going to get the water?
We just freeze it one time.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? We have a pretty unique facility where we recycle the water. If everybody knows what a Zamboni does, cleaning the ice. We're trying to leave as small a footprint as we can.
Awesome.
So, any water that's needed for the ice is recycled.
Will there be hockey?
There is hockey. There's everything you could possibly imagine at an ice skating rink.
Steve, tell us a little bit about your position there and what you're bringing to Santa Barbara for hockey.
Yeah, so pretty exciting. The Los Angeles Kings, coincidentally, are starting a high school hockey league this year.
Steve played for the Kings.
So, let's go way back. So I played in the NHL for 12 years, finished up with the Kings.
Good to know. I have a pen here. And give me your hat, Tommy. Here, let me have your hat. Can you sign this for me? All right, hold on right here. And it's a lit pen. You may keep it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were. Hello. Thank you, Ronnie.
And you're hearing it right here on Teen Sports Radio.
Right.
Okay.
So I've been fortunate enough to have this rink being built and the opportunity now to be the head coach of the local high school team. So that's going to be starting right off the bat.
Wow.
We're going to have our home opener October 3rd.
That's amazing that you're giving back. That's like huge. That is so cool.
Huge. It's exciting. It's in my blood.
So are you from Santa Barbara?
No, I grew up just outside of Boston.
Really?
Played for the Bruins for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you come with the whole ice package? Is that what it is? I'm just saying, what? It's a good question. I got Bill Pintard looking at me saying, Erica, where are you coming up with these questions? Bill, ask a question. Come on.
Ask a question.
Yes, ask a question.
Come on, Bill.
How did you manage to play for so long and keep your teeth?
A good dentist. So yeah,
that is amazing.
Actually, I got one replaced in town. It ended up rotting away because it had been broken so many times. But
well, they say of all the professional athletes, professional hockey players are the toughest, and for you to play that long in that type of a sport is really amazing to you and to me. And you're walking around in pretty good shape.
Yeah, still in one piece.
I'm
finesse player.
and I'm limping around, and I need surgery all the time.
But you got to be real fast.
And I do know some guys that are older that play hockey, and you're going to have adult house.
Oh yeah, we're already setting up. We have a beginner league, an intermediate, an advanced league, an over 40 league.
Yeah,
it's really filling up quick. The ice time, it's pretty incredible. There's a want and a need locally.
Yeah, good for you.
All right, how can we help you? Because that's what we're here to do. We've raised a lot of money.
IceandParadise.org. We have gotten to the point where we could finish this project, but it is a not-for-profit. It's a 501c3. Our big push right now is our community campaign that gives everybody the opportunity to be involved. It's a brick campaign. You can go online, iceandparadise.org, and it'll explain the program. You get a brick, you put your name on it, your family name, your business name, or you place it out front of the arena.
How many people will be able to attend any event? I mean, how many seats you have in this?
Actual seats, Ronnie and I were just talking about that. Not enough with the people that are going to be. No, we have 200 seats, but there's plenty of standing room. It's be a full NHL sheet, and then a half size. Well, we call it a studio rink. It's a little more than half size, where birthday parties, learn to skate, figure skating. So with the 2 sheets, we're going to be able to accommodate a lot of people.
That's awesome. Put your hands together. Woo! Thank you so much. We know you've got other deals, and I'll definitely get a hold of you to put some ideas together to help you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
All right, now
Steve, thanks so much for getting together with me and bringing Sadie over here so we can get her to gymnastics. But it's a great opportunity for people in Santa Barbara to learn more about what's coming to Santa Barbara and how they can be a part of it.
Nice.
Thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Very well put. Ronnie Sabasia, you knocked it out of the house again.
All I can do is what I can do.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, it's time to check out. We got the Go sign. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday, 9 a.m. All right, we got Bill Pintard. Put your hands together. Woo! Bill, what a great season. Another great season.
It was all right.
It was all right. I was there for you. I mean, I go, the guy's a night crawler. He likes to come up from behind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was feeling it.
Yeah.
Dr. D and I was talking about that one game, and I figured, God, he win this game. I mean, I figured if you won that... Talk to me. Do you rather come up from the behind, or did?
Well, we had fallen behind, but our team, they just really maintained their focus, and they realized it takes 27 outs. In baseball, you can't run out the clock. You can't take a knee. They got to get you out 27 times. And so we did a really good job of maintaining our focus throughout the whole game. We had a number of come-from-behind wins. We came up short in the National Baseball Congress World Series. We came in 4th. We had higher goals than that. But we did finish our season 35-7, which is the fewest amount of losses ever. And then there's one thing that you can't outcoach, and that's injuries. And we came up very injured in Wichita. But it's not the whole story. Our bullpen did collapse for the first time in the summer. So, it gets, we've won 5 national championships. And we went 35-7.
5 national championships.
But I tell you what, when we come back,
he says it so calmly, doesn't he?
They said, "Well, how'd you guys do?" And I said, "Well, we came in 4th, and we came in the top 6 for the 12th year in a row, or something like that." And they said, "Well, what happened in the tournament? You only came in 4th." So I think we've created a monster that if we don't win, everybody goes, "What happened? What's the matter with you?" But it takes you got to have some luck in that tournament and everything else.
Is 4th place like miscongeniality or something like that?
No,
what do you
the
get for
trophy's
fourth
really
place?
small, though. But we have been spoiled. We've had some tremendous years, and this was a tremendous year. Our team chemistry was really good. We had great young guys. They never quit. They played hard, but we got banged up. We lost our left fielder, and we lost our right fielder, and we lost our leading hitter.
Yeah,
got a colon infection right before the tournament, and then our shortstop in the second game of the tournament, he hurt his hand. But injuries happen, and but you can't outcoach them. And then I think our bullpen for the first time all season. So we got cold. That's what happened. We got cold over there.
When you lost, was it Game 3?
Yeah.
I wasn't worried because in seasons past in the World Series, you'd lose one,
right,
but you'd bounce back and so forth.
And we've run the table.
Yeah,
yes,
and
right.
then you run the table, and then of course in the next game, Game 4, it was like every inning it went from bad to worse to terrible. And it was like, well, it's just not their year.
No,
the season overall, wins and losses, was your best ever.
And the chemistry of the team, the group of guys. We had a great group. of guys.
But there was one overshadowing event that took place at the World Series.
Yes.
I shouldn't say event. It was a sad occurrence that took place.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, from your perspective, as not only a coach, but you're also a Yankees a scout, and we've all watched games for years. How much of an impact did that have on all the teams, not just the Foresters, because you guys are so connected with kids?
It didn't. It made winning and losing mute.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it mattered when we went out and played the game.
Sure.
But in the overall picture, there was something there was a pall over the whole tournament.
Yeah.
And that it was just go play the game for the beauty of the game. And there was winning and losing of those games didn't define the tournament. It was defined by a tragic incident.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on putting together year after year incredible teams with awesome success. And great entertainment for the rest of us on the radio and the internet.
Yeah, well, Jerry Fall does a great job.
Yeah.
He does a great job. And like I said, the players never quit. We knew, we had one of our players got injured the night before another player got injured the night before we started, Connor McManigal from Santa Barbara High. And he got injured and he couldn't go. So this was the highlight of the tournament. We had a coach who's 25 years old. So we had to make a roster addition. So what did we do? I put Robbie on there because Robbie had played for the Foresters 2 years before when we won a championship, but he broke his wrist and couldn't go to Wichita. Oh. So because of McManigal getting injured, here's Robbie now on the roster. So in the first game or the second game of the tournament, we had a nice lead. It was 7-3. I said, Robbie, you want to get in that bat? And his eyes lit up. He says, hell yeah, coach. Give me in that bat. And I looked at him. He's smiling ear to ear. And all the players, this guy's a well-liked guy, Robbie Masser. I don't know if you know him. But he's going places. He's now going to law school. And he's also an associate scout with the Yankees. I made him a scout, too.
Nice.
So he says, I'm going to go yard, coach. I said, sure, just try to hit the ball. He says, I'm going to take it deep, coach. I said, just try to hit the ball. And this is in the top of the ninth inning. And so the first pitch came in. It was about 92 miles an hour. It was their closer. And he swung through, and he missed the ball from me to you. He missed it by 2 feet. And we kind of winked at each other. And the next pitch, the guy hit it down, threw it down the middle. And Robbie reared back and got his bat going. And you know what he did?
Please tell me he hit it out.
He hit the ball out of the stadium.
Oh, yeah!
He hit a home run in left field, and the left fielder, he took 2 steps and the ball went. And our whole team went unglued. Our pitchers ran in from the bullpen.
Nice.
We mobbed them at home plate.
Yeah.
And the other team took offense to it. because it was a 3-run home run. Now it's 10-3. They didn't know the story,
Right, of course.
about they hit a home run. They throw a party like it's 4th of July. They didn't know the magnitude of it.
Right.
And Robbie got to see how much his players loved him.
Yeah.
And they mobbed him at the plate. And he was, you run around the bases. You're supposed to keep your game face on. He got to third base and he started coming home. He saw the reception. He went ear to ear. And our on-deck hitter was Johnny Holland, kid from Mississippi State. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. He goes, Coach, I don't think I want to go up to bat because of what happened. And the very first pitch they threw right at his head, and missed him. And the second pitch they threw inside on him. And then I came out of the dugout, and we had a little bit of a scene. But we did apologize. I apologized to their coach after the fact and to the pitcher.
Right.
That hey, this guy was a coach that hit a home run. I don't think it made their pitcher feel very good.
Right. That's so.
But
funny.
it was a Forrester legendary moment in a season that we didn't have a great series. And then about that other incident with that young man, that poor little kid, the whole community supported him. His family handled it. And the Liberal team, the Liberal BJs, managed to play in that tournament and still showed up. And so it was a testimony to their coach and to their team and to the family that there wasn't people threatening lawsuits or anything else. It was a tragic event that happened during the course of the game. Is probably, I think a lot of us could learn from it because it's probably almost close to have happened at numerous other times.
Right.
So.
Hey, I want to give Steve Stokes a real quick. He wants to ask a quick question. Athletic Director for Providence, Steve.
Thank you.
Got a question for Bill?
Yeah, Coach. Year after year, the Foresters, they have a tradition of being successful, and I think that has a lot to do with the culture that you've built over time. I just want to hear in your words, kind of what are some of the important things that you've seen over the years to get your program to where it is today?
Well, I think first of all, I tell our coaches, don't ever forget what it was like to be a player. Remember those coaches that got in your head and either didn't allow, because of their overcoaching or their negativity, affect your play. Remember that. Remember don't be that guy. And remember, we're all peers. We're just older than them.
Absolutely.
And we're both playing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, and I found out, and it's really not that hard, but if you're going to coach, you need to care about your players. And I think if you look around this room, you'll nod your head. If you care, if someone cares for you as a person, not an employee or a student or a worker or something, if someone cares for you as a person, isn't it human nature that you care back for that person? It's the way we're wired. So we make a point as coaches to find out. We get players from all over the country, and we get probably 95% of our players are new players. We make a point of finding out about their family. They have brothers and sisters. I even know what their dog's names are. So if Johnny Holland doesn't, I said, hey, old Rufus would have bit you in the rear end if you ran like that at home. But so I think it's just a fact of there's a lot of negativity in this world, and you don't need, your players are not going to compete at a high level when they're dealing with negative. They need to strive for success and deal with their failure, and it's pretty simple.
Yeah, those relationships that you build are very powerful, and it sounds like your players have love for your assistant coach that went deep too.
Yeah, I mean, love goes a long way.
Absolutely.
And I never thought I would talk about it as a coach. But we talk about it, and we also have the Hugs for Cubs, which is a totally different subject. But it's about the players giving back to other people, and it makes them be better people. And then they develop this bond for each other. And a team that is bonded together can achieve great things.
Well, I got to say, all together, we love you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
We
like you,
love
Erica.
You, Bill. I love you, man.
And I wish I could.
He picks up the phone when I call. That's it. He's this guy? He's like, I'm in a meeting with the New York Yankees. Hold on 1 second. I'm like, I'm shaking. Okay. I'm like, oh my God, I interrupted somebody.
Erica, I know if I don't answer that phone call, you'll be calling me back.
When you and the players roll through town at any given time for parades or anything, it's always great to see it. You could tell they're loving the game and they love being a part of this community.
All right, we got a minute to wrap up. You know what I want to do? I want to just pass the ball over to Laura Arcodia because she says it best, because she could say, basically, this is a global thank you, okay, with the amount of kids that we appreciate in Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara loves the world. Laura, take over.
Okay. Aujourd'hui, c'est le 5e anniversaire de Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio et c'est un jour pour remercier tous ceux qui ont aidé la communauté en donnant du temps ou de l'argent à ceux qui en ont besoin. Et les paroles ne sont pas assez pour vous remercier, mais vraiment merci pour tout ce que vous avez fait et faites encore. Heute ist der 5. Geburtstag von Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio, ein Tag, in dem wir alle Danke sagen wollen zu denen, die die Community geholfen haben, entweder mit Geld oder Zeit, denen, die es am meisten brauchen, geschenkt haben. Wörter genügen nicht, um euch alle zu danken, aber ja, danke für alles, was ihr getan habt und noch immer tut. Hoy día es el 5º cumpleaños de Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio y queremos dar gracias a todos los que han ayudado a la comunidad con dinero o tiempo, que han dado a los que necesitan más. No hay palabras para decir cuánto estamos agradecidos, pero verdaderamente muchísimas gracias por todo lo que hicieron y hacen todavía. So today it's the 5th birthday of Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio, as we all know, and we really just wanted to say thank you for all those who have helped and keep on helping the community. And words are not enough to say how thankful we are, but really, really thank you.
Yes, that's it. Co-hosts, guests, nonprofits, businesses, Dr. D, Robert Burrows. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.